Get down. Keep your hands off me, Owen. All right, I won't touch you, but I'll be right here when you find yourself missing my touch. I miss being close to my husband, and I won't mess it up this time. I refuse to lose Udell. You're gonna regret that. Mom! Mom, knock it off! It makes me sick, knowing that she's sitting in a seat that you should be in someday. And I will, Mom. Nona and I are coming up with a plan to take Vivian out of the company. Not without me or not. What are you doing here, Harley? I suggest you lose that attitude, Clarice. I'm here to help Alan become the next Russell Jewelers CEO. How are you feeling, Yvette? I'm really nervous, Mom. When I found out I was pregnant, I was so eager not to be. Now that I'm keeping the baby, I'm worried about what the ultrasound will show. Everything's gonna be all right, baby. Are you all right, Quinlan? I'm fine, Ben. Ben, the commissioner. Commissioner Pierce, it's Ben. Can you hear me? Can you say something? What is it now, Wade? Why do you constantly continue to think that I'm a joke? Alan, why on earth did you involve your mother into this? Too much is at stake. Exactly, Clarice. I am Alan's mother, and I will not risk my son losing out on an opportunity to secure his future. Okay, Harley, enlighten me. What plan did you come up with? Don't do that. Not when Alan hasn't explained that you haven't come up with a plan either. We're sharing ideas at this point, Mom. Well, you're gonna need an idea that will take Vivian off of the throne. Who is that? It's no one. I didn't realize that ghosts have phones now. What I meant was that it was no one important. Like a scam call? Miss Mitchell, we're ready for you now. Commissioner Pierce, can you hear me?
Oh.
Thank goodness. How are you feeling? My arm. I feel a lot of pain in my arm. I'm calling help for you right now. Quinlan. Are you okay? I was afraid that you being here would cause trouble, Quinlan. What are you talking about, Wade? I know that there was a drive-by. What drive-by? I had one of my men keep an eye on Danny Clark's vigil, and I just got word that there was a drive-by. I want the truth, Sean. Who did you hire? As I've mentioned before, Harley, if you have any ideas, then the floor is yours. First things first, there's no possible way to vote Vivian out as CEO since she is majority shareholder. I didn't tell you to state the obvious, which means it would also be too much of a risk to make Vivian seem incapable of running Russell Jewelers. We can't risk Vivian trying to take the company down with her. How's the baby? Is my baby okay? You've gotta be patient, Yvette. It takes a little while for the heartbeat to be found. Because the heart is too small right now? What if my baby's got some sort of heart condition? You hear that? It sounds to me like your baby's heart sounds just fine. Well, that's inside of me. My baby's heart is beating inside of me. It feels so real now that I get to hear it and stuff. It's definitely real, Yvette. I see it, but I still can't believe it. Chill out, Mom. We needed Quinlan here so that she could show Danny's vigil on her program later. Remember? That's right, Quinlan. How exactly do you plan to explain to your viewers what went down here? This is not the right time, Jackie. My baby could have lost her life and the commissioner just got hit. I think it's the perfect time. Start talking. I got in touch with a local gang and I asked them to try and take out Quinlan and Ben if he was at the vigil. Are they still alive? Not a scratch on them. This is the second time you hired failures, Sean. I knew you were lying to me about Brandon Pittman, except the gang actually did a better job. Except they got the wrong person. Who did they get? The police commissioner. I didn't even know Commissioner Pierce would even be there. Well, he was. And my man isn't sure if he's still alive or not. Why, Sean? Why exactly are you so bent on taking Ben and Quinlan's life? I already told you, Wade. I didn't want them finding out that I got Danny to work at the parlor, except I don't believe that's the reason though. I believe it was you who took Danny's life. It's beginning to sound like you're telling Alan and I what we can't do rather than what we can do. What we can do is pressure Vivian. She's young and it should be easy to stress her out to the point where she no longer wants to be CEO. But we need to play it smart if we're gonna convince her to choose Alan to be her successor. Are you still getting calls from that person, Mom? That's nothing you need to worry about, Yvette. Just wait in the car for me. Let me make something clear to you, Jackie. Quinlan is not to blame for what just happened. I ain't blaming her, Ben. It sure sounds like you are. This is the second time someone tried taking your life ever since you started looking into Danny's case. What's it gonna take for you to ensure the Opinias that you'll stay out of their way? I told you that the last time I saw Danny was when she went off with a client. I know what you told me, Sean. It's crap and you know it. Tell me why you took Danny's life. Did she threaten to leave the parlor or did she threaten to tell someone and you didn't know how to handle it? I'm not letting you go until you give me an explanation and I want one right now. It was an accident. I didn't mean to take her life. One moment she was alive and the next moment, when she wasn't breathing, I freaked out so I got a suitcase, stuffed her in it and left her on the side of the road. What are you gonna do to me, Wade?